Hello everybody, this is the third video in my quick hits re-uploads. This is the third one chronologically, and I really think you probably can see the progression now really starting to take place. This one was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed how this one turned out. Not the best, that's still yet to come, but I thought this one worked out a lot better. Almost seems, to me anyways, light years better than the ones that came before it. So enjoy.
It's called In Time, and this movie stars ex-boy band, ex-singer, and now mediocre actor Justin Timberlake, along with the likes of the guy who played the Scarecrow in Batman Begins, and some really hot chick who I really, really, really wanted to see naked in this movie, and they got so close so many times, but every time you would almost get to that point, nope, they've got to fucking ruin it with some kind of interruption or shit, man. Oh my god, I mean, dude, like, there's this scene where she's in her bra and she's got her, oh my god, anyways, let me pull it back to the point here. Anyways, this movie is a sci-fi actioner where instead of money, this reality runs on time. Yes, time is the new currency. You basically work for time, you use time to buy other things, and when your time runs out, you're dead. Basically, you live until you're 25, and then you have this clock that starts ticking down, and when that timer gets to zero, goodbye, game over. Nice try, have a nice day, thanks for playing. Kind of a weird Logan's Run type of movie thing going on here, where Justin Timberlake's character lives on the wrong side of town. He's in the destitute ghetto areas, and he's only just trying to get by, but because, the horrible man is keeping him down. Anyways, because of the horribly unjust and unfair system, he loses his mom, who was played by Olivia Wilde, and of course is hot and young, but she's actually 50 years old, which brings me to a point that, honestly, your mom should never stay young and hot, because there's just that's just wrong. There's just, when you're watching the scenes with him interacting, as a mom and son, it just seems so strange, weird, just almost disgusting. I mean, and there's another point. It's like supermodels should never have children, at least not young boys, because one day they're going to be on the internet and they're going to be searching for the naked ladies and they're going to be doing their thing, and then all of a sudden the guy's going to come to a realization when he looks at the girl's face and go, wait, she looks familiar. No! No! Anyways, I've gotten off track. So basically, she dies, and he feels all pissed off about it, but he runs into this rich guy who wants to waste all his time because he's sick of living forever and feels guilty about the whole fact that, when people have to live forever, then there has to be people that die, which makes sense. You can't have billions upon billions of people on Earth just keep on propagating themselves and live forever. I mean, eventually we're going to have to get that colony on the moon. Newt Gingrich, anybody? Anyways, so he gets his money because the guy wants to die and gives it to him, but of course the authorities think that Timberlake stole that money. He gets it. He goes to the nice side of town, parlays that through gambling into like 1,000 years, but because he runs afoul of the law, he's got to take this really hot, wealthy girl hostage. And basically try to get away, and she of course falls in love with him, loves the idea of like blah blah blah, Robin Hood, whatever, because what's going to happen is they're going to try to steal all this time and give it away to all the poor people, which, it's great, blah blah blah, haha, everyone feels happy. Of course it destroys the entire system currency which it's based in. We don't get to see the aftermath. Well, you get the idea that, everything was going to be hunky-dory, and all the cops just put down their guns and say, just time to go home. Everybody's happy. The end. Except we don't get to see what happens after the credits roll, where the entire world just falls apart and turns into anarchy, and society dissolves itself and ends up destroying each other. And of course, who survives all that? The rich people, the people that they vilified in the beginning. Why? Because they have the means necessary to ride out the freaking storm. Just like any time that there's like an economic problem, it's not really the poor that suffer, because the poor were already poor, and the rich, of course, don't suffer because they've got enough money to handle it. Who suffers? It's the people in the middle, the people who are, kind of on the outskirts of both. They're the ones who end up becoming poor, and they're not used to it, and they have houses and stuff like that, and it's just crazy. And anyways, I think so. Really, I gotta boil this down into two types of movies. One is the sci-fi actioner, which is okay. I mean, it's the idea is interesting. It keeps you engaged. The possibilities are pretty good, even though it doesn't really do anything much with it except for the stupid bullshit political commentary. Otherwise, oh, I think I just burped a little there. Oh, sorry. Otherwise, it's pretty tame. I mean, the action sequences aren't all that great. The car chases are mediocre. Everything's just pretty average. I mean, even the gunfights are just kind of strange. And one thing that really bothers me is, like, it's the future, but all the cars are like, 60s, 70s, mock-ups, and they was like, oh, we're gonna make them futuristic because every time we open the door, we're gonna have this sound, like it was like airtight whatever space vehicles. But in the end, it's just like, I mean, they just blow the budget on the actors, which kind of stupid. But anyways, average movie, average action, average plot. It's stuff has been done. It's just in a weird sci-fi type of setting. And honestly, the fugitive thing's been done, and has been done a lot better. So honestly, it's just a meh movie. But then you get to the political side and the whole high horse preaching bullshit, which is, I find funny, because everyone involved in this movie, from the actors who make millions of dollars, to the producer who makes millions of dollars, to the director who makes millions of dollars, to the studio that makes millions of dollars, to the distributor that makes millions of dollars, to the theaters that show it that makes millions of dollars. I mean, what are they trying to say? Maybe they shouldn't be making all that money. Maybe they should make it for free, huh? No, they're not going to do that. Anyway, so it seems a little, okay, whatever, guys. Preach, and maybe we won't kill you or we'll kill you last, right? Anyways, maybe that's what they're hoping for. But anyways, it's stupid. It's an oversimplification of complex problems that are happening today, and their solution for it, well, stupid Hollywood bullshit. Like most the Hollywood movies, their endings are stupid and bullshit. So anyways, mediocre movie, mediocre cast, hot chick, no tits. Really, honestly, it was kind of a waste of time, if you know what I mean. Ha 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 ha. But I guess if you have like a couple hours to spare and you really have nothing else to do and you want some sort of mindless entertainment and some pretty nice eye candy, even though you don't get to see anything awesome, give it a try. Otherwise, it's pretty much meh, and like, put your political blinders on, because man, if it's it can just piss you off sometimes, especially depending on what side of the fence you are on. I mean, I can see like people. Nah, I'm not gonna get into that. Anyways, I'm running a little too long, so I'm gonna end this. The end.